Okay, welcome back. So we're putting in our shed, or at least we're starting. Baby's at Grandma and Grandpa's, so get this, there we go. So we've got some time to spare. So we've got our base. We're gonna anchor the shed to some wood. So we got our beams. We've got 4x4x10 and then 4x4x8 over here. So those long ones are the 10 footers, and then the short ones on top. And all these are all 8 footers. So Ian's just double checking the area we dug out earlier this month. These are all the pieces that we have. Zoom out a little bit. So all the hardware and all the pieces. So we're gonna try to get as much done as we can today before we have to go pick the baby up. But yeah, so that's what our newest project is. The garden is officially dead. We've had some hard freezes here already, so the garden did not make it. But anyway, I will cut out and then we'll come back with each step. So we'll see you soon. Okay, we've got the base down. We got our wood support beams all in place. So now we're going to tackle the walls. We got a couple extra pieces of lumber left behind, so which isn't bad. They were actually cheaper than we thought, but having extra lumber is always a good idea. So we got it as level as we can, and we'll keep going from here. So we're coming along with the shed. We got the walls up, the A-frame for the roof. I don't know if that's what it's actually called, but it looks like an A, so that's what I'm calling it. We strapped the walls with that so that it wouldn't blow down. And we've had a couple of rains, so it got kind of dirty, but we're putting so this will be the front and back of the shed. So like way back there and then up here. This big long beam goes down the center, and then we'll attach it to the very top with those brackets up there. And then we'll just have the door and then the actual roof left. So we may just be able to get these pieces up and the middle beam up tonight, and then we'll do the roof and the doors tomorrow. So haven't really decided yet, but that's where we are so far. This is weekend number 2. Last Sunday, which would have been the 23rd. I have no idea. Yeah, I think the 23rd is when we started, when it was super windy. So today is Saturday the 29th. And that's how far we've gotten. So we'll cut out and then we'll resume with our next steps. Okay, we got the shed done. The roof's all up. We got skylights. There's a little ventilation up there and up here. We've got these that we got from my grandpa for free. Yay. Yep. Oop. We got our tiller in here so far. We're not sure what we're gonna put in those yet. We got our weed whacker trimmer thingy up there. Lawnmower. The doors have these nice windows, and then they lock at the top and at the bottom, and then there's a lock on the outside as well. So got it all set up. Looks really nice. It's an 8x10. We've got the base down there. Well, we got it screwed into the base, so we'll see how it does, and we'll see if we need to move it to put like a stronger platform. We may even put some posts down here to kind of anchor it as well. So we'll see how the winter goes and what spring looks like. But there is our shed all done. All right, here we go. So here she is. So this locks like that. We can eventually get a little padlock to secure it, and then those lock in down there and up here. So anyway, here is the shed. Kind of a simple overview. We got our lawnmower in here right now because winter is coming, and then our tiller is back there. We moved this table out here with all of our seed trays and mini pots and stuff like that. This trash can had a bunch of wood in it, so we just moved the wood back over there with some of our trellis material stuff. So those white ones were on this table down there. So we just moved some of that stuff out. And again, we've got our tiller here, our weed whacker trimmer. We got our hoses all up there. We just put a piece of wood up in the rafters. Some of our different soil and grass seed and stuff like that. Our little garden bench and some wood. They're all sitting on pallets. Some of that weed paper stuff, shovel, and then a little bucket. So in this one, we have our Miracle Grow and diatomaceous earth, our fertilizer, stuff like that. Just some extra stuff up here. We've got the brushes for the diatomaceous earth, our measuring cup, our little trimmers, extra rope, and those are just some extra stuff for the shed. We've got our grub killer, some other stuff, extra shelves for the shed, stuff to lay the fertilizer and grass seed, some extra metal twine, and then there's another hose down there. That's one of those hoses that like expands when it fills with water. And then in this cupboard, mostly empty for now. We haven't quite filled it with much stuff, but we got some extra metal poles, some of these flags that we used last summer, and then we've got our jars. So we actually did go ahead and label the jars, and we did our seed saving. So all the little packets you saw in there were the seeds that we put in these jars. So bird and butterfly, beans, and actually these are, if you remember from one of our earlier videos, we saved our baby food jars. So this was actually, it's labeled beans, and it actually was a green bean jar. So we have a couple of those. I think for the peas, carrots, and the beans all kind of match what seeds are in there. So that was kind of funny. But Oh yeah, and the corn also matches. So we got rid of the pencil cob corn because it didn't turn out the greatest. So we're just gonna do the sweet corn this year. So yeah, so all of our labeled seed jars, we just have extra mason jars back there, and then we have 2 extra little ones. So we'll continue to seed save, and we'll still be using baby food for a while, so that'll be nice. So the only issue with having the weed whacker trimmer up here is that it does kind of get in the way of opening this cupboard, but that's a very minor issue. So yeah, so it worked out really well. So we've got 2 little trash bins in here. We'll be able to use them for various things this summer. The wheelbarrow will just stay out back where it was on that fence. We've got more pallets for next year that we'll use for trellising and compost bins. And then, yeah, Ian is kind of winterizing the garden a little bit. So he's kind of just breaking up all the plants, and then we're going to store the tomato cages probably in the shed for the winter, just to keep them from getting too rusty and stuff like that. So yeah, so we're just doing stuff like that. It's a nice day out. I think it's like mid to high 50s today, but sunny. So it's January. It is November 6th in Omaha, Nebraska. So take what we can get. But yeah, we still have a plan to extend the garden back that way and then back this way. So it'll be kind of like an L shape. We got our shed up, so we're ready for that. And this winter, Ian will be able to park in the garage. So that'll be nice. But yeah, that's what we've got so far. So we're very happy with how it turned out. And it'll, I think, be put to a lot of good use this summer for sure. So thanks for watching.